Hello bakers, today's bakery recipe is golden chocolate cake, an extra moist and buttery yellow cake with a smooth and creamy chocolate buttercream. We're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients of flour, instant clear gel, which is a type of cornstarch, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. We're going to sift this and then whisk them together so that the instant clear gel is really incorporated. Instant clear gel is a bakery ingredient that enhances texture and moistness in cakes. Once you use it, I don't think you'll ever go back to baking without it. For the wet ingredients, mix buttermilk, water, vanilla extract, and apple cider vinegar, which enhances the texture and rise. Cream, sugar, and salted butter together just until well blended. Avoid over creaming. Add vegetable oil and light corn syrup and blend until each ingredient is incorporated. Add the egg yolks, which gives the cake its signature yellow color and enhances the moisture and richness of the cake. Now we're ready to add our dry and wet ingredients 1/3 at a time while the mixer is on low. We're going to avoid overbeating at every step. Once the creamed ingredients are well blended, it's time to whip our egg whites. Whip cream of tartar and egg whites until stiff peaks form. The cream of tartar will help the egg whites whip to their full potential. Fold the egg whites into the batter using large round strokes, 1/2 of the egg whites at a time. The cake batter is ready when no egg white streaks remain and the batter should look uniform and shiny. Spread the cake batter into a 1-inch tall quarter sheet pan. We're going to be baking the cake in this pan and then cutting out a 6-inch round cake using cake rings. Bake the cake until it bounces back lightly to your touch and a paring knife comes out mostly clean, minus a few moist crumbs. Wrap the cake and freeze at least 2 hours or overnight, as it will be so much easier to layer when cold or frozen. We're going to score then cut 3 6-inch layers out of the cake with cake rings. The colder the cake, the crisper edges you'll get, but if it hurts your hands, you can let the cake thaw slightly before you cut it. Now we're going to piece together our bottom layer of our cake using the cake ring as a guide. We want the cake pieces to be firmly pressed together so that it provides a stable base for our layer cake. Level the cake so that it has a flat surface, and now we're ready to add our buttercream. Add a 1/4 inch of smooth and creamy chocolate buttercream between each layer. This buttercream recipe contains cream cheese, salted butter, powdered sugar, and instant clear gel, so it's smooth and fluffy and never grainy. We're doing a quick crumb coat on the cake now. That's going to seal in all the crumbs and make it so much easier to add our final coat and decorate. Let the crumbed cake set up in the freezer for at least 10 minutes. Then add your final coat of buttercream. I like to use an offset spatula and a bench scraper to spread and smooth my buttercream. You can add gold sprinkles to the cake and smooth them out using a fondant smoother by pressing the sprinkles against the cake. Drizzle the cake with my super easy chocolate ganache drizzle recipe that's made with chocolate chips and heavy cream. Now we're going to add a swirl of chocolate buttercream using a star tip. I like to divide my extra tall rosettes into quarters and then go back and fill in so that all the extra tall rosettes are the same size. This cake is best served at room temperature, but if you're not serving it right away, you can even freeze the entire cake and it's still going to be so soft and moist when you thaw it. I think you're really going to love this cake because of the soft, moist texture and the rich and buttery vanilla flavor. The recipe and all the methods I mentioned are linked below. I hope you enjoy this bakery recipe.